20 goons and ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Hey,
Real.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. He's
I got it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Watch out. Check 50. Check 50.
From the 27, Mayfield.
Yeah.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes left side, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, alert!
Slam.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hey, alert 33. Any weapon.
First down, Titans.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Buzz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's caught by Kelly. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Pistol. Hey, Foxtrot. Big shot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long for Mayfield.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Topper.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Hit it.
On 1st down, Fountain. And an alley to run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
90 is a mic. All right, T, let's start. All right, T. 6th guy. Check.
Look, squeeze. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Fountain. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Mayfield uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hurry!
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield complete to Kelly. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And nice work on the return as he'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
What we got? Slam. Hatch it.
General West.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, watch the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
I'm coming after you. No. Off.
Greystone travel.
Shift. Switch.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smoke.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Check, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Bravo.
57. Mike, 57. Yeah.
Big rip.
Operating from the gun. Fountain. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Come on,
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, Fountain. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Yeah, baby.
On second and 2, Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kings.
Now a handoff working right. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Real.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Ready?
Throwing again. Fountain. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. 30 base.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, exit.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fountain. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, 20.
44. You don't want it. You don't want none of it. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Whip, 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 whip.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Mayfield on first down.
Crunch time.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry!
Joker. He's
Point it right.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Hey, Charlie.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Mayfield with it once more. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hurry!
Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Fountain. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Rail.
Tighten up.
22 jet bomber. 22 shot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
33.
Crunch.
Blue draw corkers.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield.
Get him, boys.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kings. Go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 20. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Let's go.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Big River.
Back to throw. Fountain. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Kelly. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, alert!
Check safety.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Regular. Run. Get wide.
Now Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And 6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
180. Point it right.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab, and the Titans have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on here. Come get some.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
90 Wolf.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Looking to throw. Fountain. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Kill. 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 Kill.
Hey, orbit.
Mike. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Sam on.
Check.
On 4th down, Fountain. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fountain. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fountain. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. 20. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
57's a Mike.
To throw on second down, Fountain. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Keep working.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Deron Payne picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Fountain. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
60 out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
36. Alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun, Fountain. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
57's the Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Jam him. Jam. He's coming. Double up.
Ready.
On 4th down, Fountain. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, watch this.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
What screen? No. Off.
I got it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield now. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Shoot!
On fourth down, Fountain. The open man is Shark. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and 10, Fountain. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Shit! Check three, check three!
Get it!
Back to the air on second down. Fountain. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
They cannot.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Buzz! Buzz!
50, go. 57.
Operating from the gun. Fountain. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You go tight. You got
Again, it's Henderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final act.